And that can have a big impact down the road.
Lets it go from 14. Randolph can't hit.
And for the Hornets, hey, they had some low points in the season, but they still found a way to rally around each other and not let things spiral south like they had in the past. Kudos to them for showing that kind of result.
Gasol drives in. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Hornets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Henderson. Here's Jefferson. Misses the baby hook.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Knocked loose. And again, Charlotte running the court in transition. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
Well, one of the dynamics for this Bobcats team last year was that they had a lot of veteran presence, so they're able to deal with adversity, get through that in advance, and I thought that really helped band this team together last year, and they went on to make the postseason.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, there's no doubting Charlotte a much improved defense last season. Coach Steve Clifford said to take the next step, we're going to have to become more balanced, play the same level of defense and do a better job offensively. We need more aspects to our offense. For one, consistency getting up the floor and attacking before the defense is set. Can they do it? We'll see, guys.
They've added some pieces, Doris. We'll see how they do. Thanks. A 3 from Chalmers. That's good. Chalmers has got 4 points this quarter. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here we go with Henderson. Finishes the break with a slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
Conley kicks to Lee. Gasol, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Lee dishes to Gasol. Back to Lee for the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. A double clutch. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but a smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And Kid Gilchrist drops them both.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist missing 6 weeks last season with a broken hand, and frankly, he took a step back overall. His numbers getting worse almost across the board.
Henderson against Lee. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Here's Zeller. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Randolph. The Grizzlies trail by 3. The drive by Allen. Pass to Conley. Knocked away. Stolen by Chalmers. Plays it in off the breakaway. Chalmers has got 6 here in this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Charlotte?
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He also communicated to his players that he wants to see them consistently feeding the ball into the low post to get their bigs some easy looks. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Conley. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist, and not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Allen outside. He feeds it to Gasol. Allen passes to Conley. Shot denied. Pass to Chalmers. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Chalmers has got 12.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And the wide open shot from Green. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Henderson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Gerald Henderson is not the most lethal outside shooter, but I really like the way he's learning to move without the ball. He's very opportunistic with his cuts whenever his defender turns his head.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Jefferson. Biyombo checks in for Zeller. And Stevenson's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Mario Chalmers. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Carter penetrating.
Having a chance here to check out how the Grizzlies ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in opponent offense, 4th in fewest turnovers per game. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
I just like the way they got after it defensively. You talked about the fact they were in the top 5 in the league in opponents' points per game. So this is a club that had a plan each and every night, and they executed that plan. And they played really hard. They played together. They covered up for one another. And all in all, that was an excellent defensive club.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. And Henderson most comfortable, it seems, Steve, shooting from the corners.
Yeah, like most players, Kevin, that's the easier shot, 22 feet instead of 23.9. He shot a good percentage from there. Not really a long-range shooter per se, which is why you didn't see him, shoot effectively from the top of the circle or on the wings.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Udrih.
Gerald Henderson certainly helped by the acquisition of Al Jefferson, which created some space for him on the perimeter. And he's made great strides with his outside shot over his career.
Both free throws good from Henderson. And Henderson, a slasher, one of the best wings in the league at working himself to the line.
Also a steady defender too, Kevin, and he has worked on developing his long-range shooting as well. And if he gets that piece, he'll be pretty balanced all around.
And it's Carter missing.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And that one's good by Henderson.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Outside Conley. 1:32 left in the first half. And Udrih gets to Conley. And it's sent back by Dallenberg. Here's Walker. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And now it's a 12-point Charlotte lead. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Bismack Biyombo, the former number 7 pick overall in 2011, played a career low in minutes last season, but he was more efficient with his minutes. A rising shot blocker and rebounder off the bench.
Now Udrih. And there's the feed to Carter. Conley kicks to Kufis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Biyombo last season, Clark, a career high from the field.
But Kevin, his turnovers have gotten worse season after season. That's where he's got to make some improvement. It's one thing to be limited offensively, but you got to take care of the pumpkin.
Charlotte making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound, Biyombo, and he banks in the layup. Biyombo's got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Conley kicks to Udrih. Into Green. It's intercepted. Passes it to Chalmers. Offensive rebound. Here's Biyombo. Cannot hit. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Carter dishes to Udrih. Outside Conley. From 11 feet away, here's Green, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that can... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Mario Chalmers. He has 12 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Getting underway here in the second half. 5 for Dave Yeager. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Allen are the guard set. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline report. Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee, acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. And as teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player. Doris, thanks.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Down low and stolen by Zeller.
Well, he's forcing the issue out there, guys. No question. He's really struggling trying to take care of the ball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
For Charlotte, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Well, guys, you go back to last season. I mean, this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Well, it's amazing what a year can do, isn't it? I mean, then Bobcats, now Hornets looked completely lost heading into last season. But with the additions they made, I think they have this ship back on track.
Now here's Walker. He's got 6. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Zeller. Shot is off. Please take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Conley into the lane. And it's Memphis with another.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him. A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked. First in lowest turnovers a game, 4th in opponent points per game, and they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's a good indicator of a team getting it done defensively.
And this is a smart team, Clark, because you talked about the turnovers, #1 in the league in terms of fewest mistakes. And that's when they were at their best. When they controlled the action offensively, they were able to execute without making mistakes, and that allowed them to set up their defense at the other end. And this was a really well-disciplined club.
Here's Randolph. Off, touch off the glass. Randolph's got 17 now.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Henderson passes to Kid Gilchrist. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.